Hello everyone, welcome to day 13 of Subject-verb agreement. Today we are going to learn about names and titles and how do we understand the subject-verb agreement when it comes to them. Okay, so in today's class we are going to discuss titles of creative works, for example books, plays, newspapers, etc. And also about the names in plural forms, Smiths, Patels, Sharmas. So how do we write a sentence or frame a sentence keeping in mind the subject-verb agreement? Let's begin. Let us look at these two examples. The New York Times is an American daily newspaper. Now, notice here, New York Times. Although we have an S, this is the name, right? So, this is one entity. So, that is why we have used a singular verb. The New York Times is an American daily newspaper. Look at this one. Great Expectations. Great Expectations is the name of the novel. Okay, although we have an S, this doesn't mean it's plural. It's the name with an S. Okay, so Great Expectations is the 13th novel by Charles Dickens. Okay, so these two are one in number. They are singular. That is why we have taken the singular verb. Let's have a quick quiz now. Here are your questions. Pause the video, write the answers, then play the video to check your answers. Okay, let's begin. The Arabian Nights dash fairy tales, fables, romances, legends, etc. Include or includes. We know that when we have S, the power of S, when we have S in a verb, it means it's a singular verb, right? Here, the Arabian Nights is the name of the collection of stories, right? It's one name, so we use singular verb. Includes. Let us look at this one. The Hindustan Times. I have worked as their coordinator as well. So the Hindustan Times is the name. Although it has an S, it's a name, or one newspaper. Okay, so the Hindustan Times dash a flagship publication of HT Media is our correct is. Next, the Hunger Games. Again, the Hunger Games, it's one. Okay, the Hunger Games dash us that we don't win everything in life. That's so true. So, teach or teaches, we need a singular verb. And singular verbs will always have an S. So, teaches. Towards the end, I'm going to give you a list of names. That will be your homework, home assignment. Okay, you have to frame sentences with them. Yeah? Okay, now let's move on to the next section. This is the second part. Now, as you can see here, Smiths, Patels, Sharmas, Williamses. I have added S or ES. So the rule is when we want to make the plural of any surname or the last name, we simply add an S or ES. Now what happens? When we add an S, we refer to all the members of the family. So when I say the Smiths, I mean all the members of the Smith family. Okay? Therefore, tell me now, the subject here becomes plural or singular? Correct. Plural. Right? Plural. And we know plural subjects take plural verb. So the Smiths live here, not lives. Why? Because when we add an S, it becomes a singular verb, right? Similarly here, the Patels, meaning all the members of the Patel family. So the Patels have thrown a party. Have is the plural verb. We cannot use has because has is the singular verb. Okay, let's have a quick quiz now. Here are your questions. Pause the video, write the answers, then play the video to check your answers. The Sharmas dash going home is or are. The Sharmas referring to all the members of the family, so it's a plural subject. Okay, the Sharmas is the plural subject, so it will take a plural verb. Are correct. Now this one, the Williamses dash the needy. Help or helps, what do we need? First, is this plural subject or singular subject? All the members of the Williams family, right? So it's a plural subject. So it will take a plural verb. Plural verbs do not have an S. So help. Now I'm going to share with you a list of names. That will be your assignment. You're going to make sentences with those. Okay? Here's your assignment. The Comedy of Errors, A Game of Thrones, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Gulliver's Travels, any surname or last name. Now remember, the surnames or last names that end in S or CH or Z, they always take ES. Like I showed you, Williams says, because Williams is the last name. Williams, it already has an S, so we will add ES. Okay, and this one, the 1001 Nights, it's also known as the Arabian Nights. Okay, so this is your assignment. I hope today's lesson was helpful. Please share it as much as possible and also subscribe to stay tuned. Keep learning, stay blessed, stay safe.